What's up, everybody? I'm back. Might sound a little different. I'm on my laptop here, and I'm in a hotel, so you might hear a fan or two. But I had a little bit of a delay on a shift that I was supposed to work, so figured I would throw up this tutorial that I posted a video of last night. It's a feed me yet again with little cat steps, and it's that little mellophonic synth that you hear, the little lead. Sounds like this. Anyway, that's that. You could probably get it to sound a little more like the original synth if you mess with the automation here. But there's nothing too dramatic going on. I just tossed it around there, kind of mimic the sound a little more. But let's get started here using Sylenth1, and we're using 3 oscillators, 2 in part A and 1 in part B. And there's really nothing drastically different between the two of them, just minor changes, so this will be really quick and really easy. So oscillator 1, we've got our volume set all the way up, phase is not changed, it's all the way down on 0, detune it to about 2.29, I'm sorry, I believe that was at, there we go, 2.19, I'm sorry. Our stereo width is at 3.67, and our pan is left center. On our envelope here on the amp, the sustain is all the way up, and the release is 3.95. If you're wondering where I'm getting these numbers from, it's right here. So anytime I click on something and I'm reading off a number, just look right here, and that's the number that I'm looking at. Oscillator 2. We have the volume all the way up, phase is all the way to the left, and it's detuned to 0.81. Stereo width is 3.57. And pan is left in the center. Both of these are 8 voices. To change the voice, just click here, drag up or down, and it is on a sawtooth. So just click and drag up or down so you find the sawtooth there. And filter A here, we have it set to low pass, and the cutoff is left in the center, resonance all the way down, drive is all the way to the left. Our filter control, have it set to 4.49 hertz. I'm just going to go ahead and say just below 9 o'clock, and our resonance here is about 8 o'clock, and our key track is all the way to the left. Mod envelope 1, we have our decay, I'm sorry, kind of delay there, at 3.62, sustain is at 1.49, and our release is at 2.87. If you click right here in this green box, you want to set that to cutoff A and B, and that means it's this affects the cutoff of filters A and filter B. So select that, and whatever you do here will make the change to both filters. And this knob has to be set to 4.86. Have a little bit of a modulation going on here, so we're putting an LFO on the synths. Phase AB, and leave it on sine, and put the rate at I guess that would be quarter notes or half notes, and the gain is at 4.9, and the offset is left at 0. That's it for part A. An easy way to copy all of these settings rather than going through and redoing everything. All you have to do is you have 2 boxes at the top right corners of your oscillators. C means copy, P means paste. So what we want to do is hit copy, go to part B, and select the oscillator you want, which would be oscillator B1. That's the only other one we're using. And hit P, and it'll paste all of those settings from this oscillator to this oscillator. And the only thing we're changing here is we're lowering the stereo a tad bit and detuning it a little less. So that's the only differences between oscillator A1 and oscillator B1. On the amp envelope here, you want to copy those settings and paste it here on envelope. Amp envelope B, and raise the release there a tad bit. And once you do that, you should have this sound. So you can pitch bend it however far up you want. I didn't really mess with anything down here. So onto the MIDI. I'll show it, and like my previous tutorial, I'll also include the MIDI for download through MediaFire, so look for that link. And yeah, guys, thanks for watching.